from the Bird's Nest. I'm here with Gabriel. He's one of our top bird experts, and I wanted to come on with Gabriel today and talk a little bit about the experience. You know, with the Bird's Nest, it's not just about coming and staying in this beautiful place, but also having great food and, of course, an incredible guide that can teach you so much about what you're looking at, what you're hearing, and all the elements of the nature around us. So I wanted to bring Gabriel on and talk a little bit about, again, this experience. But before we do, I want to mention we're sitting right here. So we're in Panama City at the Wardolph Astoria Hotel on the pool deck. Right behind me is our offices. So if you have any questions, if you're in Panama City and you want to know anything about the Bird's Nest experience, stop by our office. You just walk right in the spa doors, and immediately on your right-hand side, you're gonna see our office door. Come on in, you're always welcome. We also have a desk just 10 feet inside the front doors of the Hilton Hotel on Avenida Balboa. And of course, if you want more information, visit our website, thebirdsnestpanama.com. So Gabriel, talk to me a little bit. Before we talk about the birds, I wanna know and let our friends out there that are considering this experience about you. How did you get into becoming a guide, and what's your experience? What really gives you the passion with the birds?
Well, what triggers me about Panama, first and foremost, is what actually led me to be where I am. Started on the ecotourism back in 2007. I fell in love with the day-by-day observation of any kind of wildlife, plant life, all the wonders that Panama has. And that led me to be a bird watcher. I started very early.
Kind of just hits you, doesn't it? Like, one day you just wake up and you're like, I'm a bird watcher.
One day I woke up and one day I went to the park and I started looking at all these beautiful avid fauna that Panama has right by the canal. And I think Cerro Azul is one of the most beautiful places to observe and bird watch different colorful birds and distinctive species that area offers, that region offers. So myself, I am a naturalist, like I said. I've been working for Panama for the last 15 years, inside of Panama, throughout all the national parks, but also in different countries. And man, every time we actually take people out to the woods and people get impressed by seeing all the biodiversity that Panama offers, I mean, this is something that keeps me grinding, keeps me actually
keeps the excitement alive. And man, I'm very happy to be at this capacity doing what I love doing for Panama and for myself. Well, and I love that you say that, where, you know, other people's excitement is what fuels your passion.
Yeah.
And you know, we were just talking about this, you know, we just opened up the Bird's Nest experience. However, we've had quite a few groups, and you know, one of the things that keeps coming up, even when we're out on a great hike, seeing awesome bird life, you know, nothing compares to the bird species that we have at the lodge itself. I mean, you can literally, like most of our guests do, like we're out, like, hey, you know what, we really love this hike, we love all these species we're seeing, but can we go back to the Bird's Nest, because there's just so much right there, and you know, they're constantly coming throughout the day. Obviously, we have other animals such as monkeys and sloths and all kinds of armadillos. We saw an armadillo the other day, which was really neat. And yeah, we definitely welcome you guys to come out. Now, Gabriel, tell me a little bit about what types of species. What are some of the most popular species, first of all, people are coming to this region, you know, Cerro Azul, to look for?
Well, Cerro Azul is a great transitional area where you have different forests connecting to each other, intermingling to each other. So the bird life is extraordinary, with more than 250 to 300 species in the gateway of the park, and also in the beautiful lodge that we have with Bird Nest. Right off the bat, I mean, sitting down on the lodge, you can see bay-headed tanagers, specialties, speckled tanagers.
Oh man, that's my favorite. Speckled tanagers
so beautiful,
are gorgeous.
Man. You can see white bellies, snowy belly hummingbirds. So you can see like so many birds I can see in that specific region in the foothills. Opportunity to see the violet cap hummingbirds. Specialties from Cerro Azul is a striped chip woodpecker. So these things are, actually these species that are specialties are targets list for a lot of birders up in Cerro Azul. And you'll see them actually easier in Cerro Azul than any other part of Panama. So that actually creates the enticement, not only of us, naturally some bird watchers, and also some of our guests that will be able to see some of those species very likely in the bird lodge.
And not only that, to all our intermediate birders out there, you know, we've talked about this a lot. You know, we have a lot of experienced birders coming in, but we love also the people that, if you're just someone that loves nature and you just want to be in the most awesome element of nature and just having this incredible experience, you know, it's so great. You know, Gabrielle and all of our other guides that we work with are just so knowledgeable and will be able to give you so much information. You know, it's funny, I have one of our guests from in December just wrote me last week and said, man, you turned me into a bird. Your guide got me so excited about all these different things. So it was really neat to hear that, you know, and so it doesn't really matter your level, whether you have a scope or binoculars or even a camera. You know, most people do these days, and if you do, definitely we tell you, it's great to bring those along with you, but our guides also have binoculars or scopes to use, and again, they know the sounds. I mean, literally, this guy's up there and he's like, oh, this is that, and this is that, and it's just so incredible to have a guide with so much experience to be able to give that knowledge onto you. And it's not just about the birds. I mean, I've been on some trips with you where you're talking about how the nature is really the ecosystem works. So you have a lot of information about this.
For us, we put a lot of investment and a lot of passion into actually showing Panama and how much it did for Central America, and to really connect the entire continent by creating this beautiful land bridge. So Panama is one of those countries that has an extraordinary plant life as well. I mean, we have beautiful trails and we can see pioneer plants with mature forests and all growth in Cerro Azul. And just the trails offer beautiful light and interesting proximity to natural resources like waterfall, trails, and just it's an extraordinary biodiversity bonanza in Cerro Azul. I think we really like to introduce to you to our paradise while you're actually traveling in this part of the world, because this place is unique. It offers just vast educational components in every experience that we do.
And so much excitement too.
So much excitement. The place is gorgeous. The trails are beautiful, and believe me, a short stay won't be enough.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that. One of our guests in early January, it was two couples that came. They had booked 2 nights, and the last night, one of the couples was leaving in the morning, and the other couple was just going to travel on through Panama, and they said, can we book another 3 nights, you know, like and we had just opened, so we didn't have any reservations yet. And I was like, absolutely. Yeah. So it's amazing, and we hope that you guys will come out and check off this bucket list experience, because we know that if you come once, you'll probably have to come back every year. And you know, that's one of the things too. Speaking of, we have so much at the Bird's Nest, you know, not just the nature, and the whole experience includes, you know, amazing cooked meals. So, you know, you have a nice simple breakfast, yogurts and fresh fruits and breakfast breads, really, really nice and freshly cooked by our chef and sous chef. Lunch and dinner, all you can drink wines and local beers and sodas and bottled water. We have a great coffee station, and just so much at the Bird's Nest to make your whole stay enjoyable. And of course, guides like this amazing gentleman here to, again, give it the full deal. You know, we actually pick you up here in one of the hotels in Panama City or at the Tucumán International Airport. Everything from A to Z is taken care of. You're picked up in a luxury SUV by the guide, driven up to the lodge. He's with you the whole experience. There's actually an apartment under the lodge that has its separate entrance where the guide stays. And you know, when you're at the lodge, it's your lodge. So
it's your house.
It's your house, and we're looking forward to having you guys, and come join in on this magical experience. Again, Gabrielle, I want to thank you.
Thank you, brother,
for being a part of this. You know, like, that's what's so special about Panama. There's amazing people here that are just looking to share this place with others like yourself.